Hello everyone, welcome back to Isadora. It's really good to be back. Hope you're having a good week. So today I'm talking about a very sensitive topic, the truth about being gay. Now, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you've been viewing the channel, welcome back. And before I start, like I said, it's a very sensitive topic. Let me just say this. No, I am not gay. I am very straight, because a lot of people have a tendency to watch the channel and then say, oh, maybe she's talking about it because she's gay. I'm straighter than a ruler, just saying. But even if I were gay, I will still be doing this topic, because the real reason why I'm doing it is actually to shed some light on this topic. We live in a society where people like to sit back and pass judgments on other people, when the truth is actually you just seen differently. So you'd see somebody say something like, oh, I just told a little lie. That person actually shot somebody. When the thing is, that lie you told cost another person their livelihood, probably cost them their reputation, probably cost them their money, their connections. So basically, you kill the person whilst they're still alive, whilst the other person just went straight for the kill. There's no different. You would see people sit back and say, oh, whilst they are serial cheats and they're constantly cheating on their partners, then they point at somebody else and say, oh, that person's gay, that person. And I guess it makes looking down on other people kind of makes people feel better about themselves. Like, okay, at least somebody is doing a bit lesser than them. Oh, do you understand? So somebody is doing lesser than them, when the truth is sometimes we're unable to empathize with people. I didn't say sympathize, empathize, put ourselves in other people's shoes, because we're less informed. And that's why I'm doing this topic today. Do you understand? A lot of people are not well informed about this. Now, so before you pass judgment, I mean, after this topic, if you do want to pass your judgment, I mean, that's up to you. How I feel about it is my problem. Do you understand? It's not something I want to discuss. I just want to shed some light on it. If after this you feel like you're better informed and you understand the whole thing a bit better, and then you still want to pass judgments, that's on you. Do you understand? But sometimes it's easy to say, oh, that person's bad, oh, that person is good, without being well informed about, you know, the situation on ground. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. Like I said, it's a bit of a sensitive topic. My opinion, I'm keeping to myself. However, I believe I should shed some light on this. So here goes it. As a human being, man or woman, we all have male and female energies in us. Like, for instance, I'm a woman, right? I have male energy and I have female energy. Hold that thought. Statistics shows that about 60% of human beings are androgynous in nature. What that is are attracted to people of the same sex. Now, please do not quote me when it comes to the statistics or the figures. Reason being, I saw it or I heard it a long time ago, right? I didn't go back to do any research, because the way my brain works, right? If I go back to do research before doing this video, I would digress into something else, if that makes any sense. So I would be doing research on one thing, then I'll see something else and I'll get carried away. Do you understand? So as it comes to me, sometimes I like to just put out the video before other things come into my mind, because like I said, this came to me today, literally. So if I go back to do any research, I may digress into other things and forget about it. So as it comes to me, I like to put out the video like almost straight away. So please don't quote me. You can go back and do your research, but it says about 60%. I'm thinking it's a bit higher. It could be lower. Like I said, don't quote me. You can go back to do your research. So that about 60% of human beings are attracted to people of the same sex. Now, here's what I'm going to say. Everybody is attracted to somebody of the opposite sex. Everybody is attracted. Everybody, whether you're gay, you're straight, or whatever, is attracted to somebody of the opposite sex. Let me break it down. Now, biologically, yes, people may be attracted to somebody of the same sex. Biologically means I'm a woman, biologically, obviously, because I have female parts, right? Energetically, everybody is attracted to people of the same sex. Now, let me go back and explain that very well. Oh, sorry. Energetically, people are attracted to somebody of the opposite sex. Everybody is attracted to somebody of the opposite sex energetically. So like I said, let me go back and explain properly. We all have both male and female energies in us. Like, for instance, I'm a woman. I have both male and female energies. Now, what energy is see, for instance, like a female energy, like, is, as a woman, let me use a woman first, then I'll go by man as well. You may work in a big company, like it's male. You probably have a good job. You work in a big company, male dominated company, right? Or you run a business, but let me use the company first. Whilst you're at work, you don't want the men looking down on you, like, do you understand? Oh, this one is just a woman. So you're slugging it out in the meeting rooms, you're talking to them, you're operating in your male energy. If you run a business and you have like menial workers, like drivers and all those things, you know how difficult those people can be sometimes, especially when you're a woman. So you're telling them, okay, you know what, do this. You're operating in that almost aggressive male energy. Now, by the time you get back home, do you understand? And you're with your husband or your man or whatever it is, you become very feminine again. Oh, baby, have you had something to eat? Oh, baby, I missed you today. Oh, baby. Do you understand? That sort of thing. Do you understand? If that same man saw you at work, he'll be thinking, oh my God, I married a thug. Do you understand? So you go back to your female energy, if that makes any sense. If you're a man, for instance, you go around about your day, do you understand? In your male energy, you're hustling, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're trying to achieve that, do you understand? You're in that aggressive male hustling energy, right? By the time, let's say you have to pick up your kids in school, you become that mushy dad, don't you? Do you understand? Oh, my darlings, oh, my princess, how are you? This, that. Have you had something to eat? Oh, I missed you today. You become a softer masculine, and that's your female energy. Does that make any sense? Okay, so the thing is, with women, as a woman, your feminine energy has to dominate your male energy. Does that make any sense? Your feminine energy has to be more than your male energy, and that's what makes you balanced as a woman. As a man, your male energy has to dominate your feminine energy, and that's what makes you balanced as a man. Am I making sense? Okay. So now, for some children, these kids are born, so biologically, maybe masculine, but for whatever reason, their feminine energy is higher than their male energy. It could be a woman, biologically born a girl, have masculine energy may be higher than a feminine energy. Naturally, for somebody with higher, look, everybody gets attracted to people of the opposite sex. Now, if as a woman, your masculine energy is a lot higher than your feminine energy, that means your energy is masculine. Naturally, a masculine energy will be attracted to somebody of the opposite sex, right? Which means, you're biologically feminine, but your energy is masculine, who would you be attracted to? People of feminine energy, which will be other women. If you're a man and your feminine energy is more heightened, you'll be attracted to people of the opposite sex, which is people with sorry, I don't know which one I said. Anyway, you get the gist. So that's what it is. So naturally, with a heightened feminine or masculine energy, they're usually attracted to people of the opposite sex. So when you have a child like that, look, what do? Do you condemn that child, or do you love and accept them? Like, for me personally, look, I believe, my personal opinion, nothing is impossible for God, right? I don't think it's something you should throw in the child's face or drag the child from one place of worship to another. Do you understand? I think love and accept that child, and then in your secret place, go on your knees. See, because I feel like the mistake a lot of people make is, look, I feel that a lot of the mistakes a lot of people make is, especially for people from that religious angle, this is something you should generally start to pray about. even before you conceive. See, words are spells. That's why it's called spelling, right? Words are spells. Words are so powerful. Sometimes you have a pregnant woman. I'm not saying that's always the case. I'm just saying this is a good example, right? You have a pregnant woman. Then you have the husband say, that child must be a boy. And the woman is like, no, 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 it's a girl. Oh, no, that child must be a boy. Oh, no, 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 it's a girl. And then you give birth to maybe a feminine child with a heightened masculine energy. And then you give birth to the child and you start to wonder why that child would rather play football with the boys than, do you understand? Or you give birth to a male child with heightened feminine energy and you wonder why that child would rather play with Barbie dolls than watch football or play football with the boys. Do you understand? You wonder. Sometimes it's even our words. Do you understand? Words are spells. It's called spelling for a reason. Do you understand? Words are spells. It's very... So what happens is that then the child grows up, do you understand, and is confused. A little more confused than you can even imagine, because biologically, their biology is saying let's say a woman, you're a woman. However, your masculine energy is so heightened. And when you do want to get into a relationship, you are attracted to people of the opposite sex. Do you understand? Which is people with feminine energy. Because your energy is masculine. Now, what now happens eventually is these people go on and then get married. Why? Because the society expects them to get married. The society expects them to do the right thing. What would happen to that partner? So if you're looking at a man with a heightened feminine energy, is attracted to, do you understand, people of the opposite sex, which is people with masculine energy, right? Do you understand? Married to a woman, in their heads, they're thinking this person is somebody of the same sex, so they're irritated with the person. Am I making sense? Let me repeat that. Say it's a man. He gets married. His feminine energy is heightened. Naturally, he's attracted to people of the opposite sex, which is people with masculine energy, right? Now, unfortunately, he's married to somebody with an equal feminine energy. In his head, he's thinking, we're the same. I'm not attracted to somebody of the same sex. We're the same because we both have feminine energy. Do you understand? Does that make any sense? So he's irritated with the woman half the time. He's disgusted half the time. And that's what happened. So you have somebody that is constantly angry, constantly irritated, married to somebody that is lacking emotional attention. Do you understand? That will be lacking in the marriage. The other person the partner is suffering because somehow the partner knows that this person is not 100% with me. This person is not 100% into our marriage or our relationship or whatever. This person, there's just something off about this person. Why? Because the person is irritated. The person is not attracted to somebody of the same sex. Biologically, they're male or female. Energetically, it's a different story. So the truth is, what do we do in this case? Do we accept it as a society or keep passing judgments on everybody? In my opinion, I think it's just easier. See, when you understand it this way, it's easier to empathize because you're dealing with somebody that is actually struggling more than you can imagine. Whoever they're married to is emotionally, psychologically abused because that person, imagine being married to someone that you know deep down can never love you or does not love you, and you can't even understand why you even got into the marriage in the first place. They will make any excuse not to be intimate with you. Do you understand? Any excuse. You can't blame them because they are just as angry and as confused. They're only going by what the society says. Do you understand? The society expects them to be good, to be kind, to marry the opposite sex. But biologically, they are one way, but energetically is something else. So I think rather than sit and pass judgments on everybody, sometimes when you understand how something works, it's easier to empathize. Do you understand? I'm not saying accept it. I'm not saying allow it. All I'm saying is understand it. That way, it's easier to not to judge other people, lest you be judged. Do you understand? We all sin differently. nobody is a saint. Nobody is completely holy. Do you understand? I mean, we're working towards it. I work towards being a better version of myself on a daily basis. Doesn't mean once in a while maybe I don't do something. I might not even know I'm doing it wrong. So, you know, all I'm saying is it's just good to empathize sometimes when you have a better understanding of how these things work. Do have a beautiful, beautiful week. I love you all. Namaste. Stay blessed. Mwah.